Welcome to Total Retail Talks, your podcast channel for retail knowledge.
Hello, retail professionals. Welcome to Total Retail Talks. I'm Joe Keenan, Executive Editor of Total Retail. Today I'm joined by Courtney Lear Wallace, the Director of Digital Marketing and E-commerce at Unique Vintage, a retailer of vintage-inspired fashions for women. We're going to be discussing how Unique Vintage is using a visual, and social commerce platform to help it acquire and retain customers. Thanks for joining me, Courtney.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
My first question is, can you talk a little bit about Unique Vintage's strategy for using visual and social commerce to acquire, convert, and retain customers?
Definitely. As far as acquisition, both visual and social are really important to our strategy. Our loyalty program has a social referral program that's integrated within it. So if you are a member of the loyalty program, by referring your friends back to the site, as soon as they become customers, you're rewarded with loyalty points that essentially get you directly to that $10 reward level, which is what we incentivize with. We've seen that be very successful. In addition, as that brand ambassador, we also want to instantly incentivize you and reward you, even if that friend that you're referring back to the site doesn't convert right away. So we have a share and save program that incentivizes users who are familiar with the brand and are on the site to share the site, share their favorite products with their friends and family. And once those friends and family click back to the site, they get 10% off a purchase. And then the sharer gets 10% off a purchase as well. We've seen that be really successful for driving engagement and revenue. Users that are sharing with their friends and family convert a good 150% higher than those that are not. So we've seen that be very successful, and we give that really good real estate on the website. And then as far as just the visual commerce, being a lifestyle brand, it really adds a vital additional layer to our merchandising assortment, and just really gives more depth and substance for that user coming to, look at pretty dresses, to be able to visualize the different ways to style it and, how it looks on different body types.
Follow up on that last point then. Why is social media integral to Unique Vintage's growth?
Definitely. So, going back to us being a lifestyle brand, as much as I would love to argue that pretty dresses are an absolute necessity, they're not. And, being able to connect with our users in their social spaces and give them content that's both lifestyle and aspirational, to really present these dresses in a way where the user can look at them and be inspired and just feel like I need to look like that. I need to feel like that. I need to have that dress or that accessory, has been really successful for both driving traffic to the site and for creating brand ambassadors that, spread our brand and our lifestyle images out to, their friends and family, and really just spread the word of UV that way.
Talk about brand ambassadors, and you mentioned customer retention as well. How has Unique Vintage been successful in getting its customers to interact with and buy from the brand on a continual basis?
We have to keep it fresh, that's for sure. And I think that's one of the convenient things about having, a lifestyle fashion brand is you constantly have, new product flowing through, new ways of wearing things that we're able to showcase by our, our different users and our different influencers that we're working with. And just really being able to kind of match the seasons and match the moods and show something fresh, to really just kind of keep the rotation going. We're not selling the same product all year long, so we, don't have to reinvent the wheel as far as coming up with new ways to show the same thing over and over again. We're really able to, connect with those users that are interested in fashion, inspired by fashion, and kind of want to know what to wear as each season comes along.
And then lastly, can you talk about Unique Vintage's plans for growth as we start a new year?
Definitely. I mentioned our influencers, and, we have the luxury of being a lifestyle brand that people really connect with and are inspired by, and, want to show off their unique style and the different ways that they wear things that they get from us. And we are really lucky that we have a constant flow of user-generated content coming through that we can utilize, and that we've seen really successful, when we integrate in email, we integrate on site. And just a note on the email, we've actually done A/B tests where we have put our product images and customer images side by side, the same, content as far as the assortment. And we've seen time and time again that, the user-generated content just resonates so much better with customers. The click-through conversion, all of the, vital KPIs are much higher that way. So whenever we have great user-generated content, we definitely utilize it, and we definitely do what we can to encourage users to share their style and, hashtag unique vintage, and giving them that 15 seconds of fame on our Instagram and on our website and in our email is definitely an incentive for those customers. But taking it a step further and, using that same type of, aspirational, inspirational fashion mentality, we've been working more with influencers that have a really big social outreach to really just kind of amplify that same experience. And we've seen great response with that, both in growing our social bases and in driving traffic back to the website.
Great. Well, I want to take this opportunity to thank Courtney Lear Wallace of Unique Vintage for her time today. I also want to thank our audience for listening to this episode of Total Retail Talks. Please check out our podcast channel page, mytotalretail.com/podcast, for show notes. Total Retail Talks is available on iTunes and Stitcher. Lastly, please follow us on Twitter at MyTotalRetail or on Facebook at facebook.com/MyTotalRetail. Thanks, and I look forward to you joining us on the next episode of Total Retail Talks.